There is an extinguisher bottle under the sink in each lavatory. The agent automatically discharges when a fire is detected by heat-sensitive plugs. The normal color of the discharge nozzle tip is flat black. The nozzle tip color changes to ash gray after the system has discharged. There is no flight deck indication when the lavatory extinguisher discharges. A temperature indicator placard is on the inside of the access door below each sink. White dots on the placard turn black when exposed to high temperatures. If an indicator is black or an extinguisher nozzle tip is ash gray, it is possible that the extinguisher has discharged. There is a smoke detector in each lavatory. A green light illuminates when the unit is operable. When smoke is detected, a horn operates and the red alarm indicator illuminates. The horn continues to operate and the light is illuminated until the smoke is gone. You press the interrupt switch to stop the horn. First, we'll look at cargo compartment smoke detection. The forward and aft cargo compartments each have smoke detectors in a dual loop configuration. Normally, both loops must sense smoke before a warning is generated to the flight deck. The aft cargo compartment smoke detection system consists of 6 detectors. The forward cargo compartment smoke detection system consists of 4 detectors. Each detector is mounted in a recessed ceiling pan. The detectors interface with a cargo electronics unit, CEU, adjacent to the cargo door in that compartment. The CEUs send the signal of a fire to the Cargo Fire Panel, CFP, in the flight deck. The Cargo Fire Panel, CFP, is used to test the smoke detection system and activate the fire extinguishing system. To test the smoke detection system, push the test button. Master fire warning lights illuminate. The fire warning bell sounds after a 1-second delay. The extinguisher test lights illuminate when all detectors in selected loops respond to the fire test. Forward and aft cargo fire warning lights illuminate when all detectors in selected loops respond to the fire test. And the cargo fire bottle discharge light illuminates. The detector fault light illuminates if any detector in selected loops fails to respond to test. At the end of the test, a 4-second delay allows the system to reset before it will alert that there is a fire. When a cargo compartment fire is detected, the fire warning bell sounds, both master fire warning lights illuminate, and the warning light of the compartment on fire illuminates. The cargo compartment fire extinguishing system discharges halon extinguishant through aluminum tubing that branches and connects to 3 discharge nozzles in the aft compartment and 2 nozzles in the forward compartment. The nozzles are located in the cargo compartment ceilings. To extinguish a cargo compartment fire, push the armed switch of the lighted cargo compartment fire warning. Lift the discharge protective cover and push the discharge switch. The discharge switch illuminates once the bottle is discharged. You check the fire detection system during normal pre-flight. If electrical power is off, first turn on the battery switch. This supplies DC power to the fire detection system. Now turn on the battery. The master caution lights and some of the system annunciator lights illuminate. Reset the master caution system to make the fire protection system test easier. You do the fault in-op test with the fault in-op and overheat fire test switch. This tests the fault detection circuits for the engines and the APU. Select Fault In-Op now. Normal indications are the master caution lights, the overheat detector light, the fault light, and the APU detector in-op lights. Now do the overheat fire test. This tests the overheat and fire detection loops on the engines and the APU. If the AC buses are energized, the fire loop in the wheel well is also tested. Select Overheat Fire now. Normal indications are the fire warning bell operates, the master fire warning lights, the master caution lights, the overheat detector lights, the red lights in all 3 fire warning switches, and the Engine 1 overheat and Engine 2 overheat lights illuminate. If the AC buses are energized, the wheel well fire warning light also illuminates. You test the fire extinguisher system with the extinguisher test switch. To test the number 1 discharge circuits for all 3 extinguisher bottles, select one now. If all 3 green lights illuminate, the test is satisfactory. Now select 2 with the extinguisher test switch. This tests the number 2 discharge circuits for all 3 extinguisher bottles. All 3 green lights illuminate to complete the functional test. This completes the pre-flight fire system test. The overheat detector switches on the overheat fire protection panel have 3 positions: Loop A, Loop B, and Normal. During normal operation, with the switch in the normal position, the system uses loops A and B. If Loop A or Loop B fails, the fault detection system automatically disconnects the defective loop. There is no flight deck indication when one loop fails. If a fire occurs, the remaining active loop supplies all normal overheat and fire indications. One detector fault light is installed for the engines. If the 2 detector loops on the same engine have faults, only the fault light illuminates. The master caution lights do not illuminate. An APU detector inoperative light is installed for the APU. The APU detector inoperative light illuminates when a fault occurs in the APU detector loop. The master caution and overheat detector annunciator lights also illuminate. Do not operate the APU in this condition. During a cargo fire test, the detector fault light will illuminate if one or more detectors in the loop has failed. The failed loops are isolated with detector select switches. Do the fire detection system test. The battery is off and AC power is not available. Test the fire extinguisher system. Select position 1 at the extinguisher test switch. This tests the number 1 discharge circuits for all 3 extinguisher bottles. Select position 2 at the extinguisher test switch. This tests the number 2 discharge circuits for all 3 extinguisher bottles. You have completed the fire detection system test.